Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Center, and today we have a Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro with a damaged display. As you can see, it's very dusty. It needs a lot of attention. Let's go! So we're gonna remove the back cover of this Xiaomi device, and it's gonna be a very tricky part of the repair as always because of the adhesives. Sometimes they're very stubborn, needs a lot of persuasion and a lot of fluids to soften up and give up the back cover. We're gonna slice through the adhesives with this plastic strip and then slowly pry it open. You can also slice them up like this with a blade. Of course, if you're doing this on your own, it's gonna be a very hard time if you don't have any experience yet or you don't have the tools to do the job. We're gonna remove this daughter board cover because this is where the display is connected and where the display is sending its data or receiving its data from the main board on top. So you have this board here, and this is our replacement display, and we can just connect them up like this. So we can try them out. We'll just see. But it seems like it's quite a very complicated process, and David is trying to find the correct configuration wherein he can power up the device and see if the replacement display is working. And he decided that he's not gonna do that this time, and we're just gonna remove the display right away. So that's a kind of a new to David. Sometimes he just tests it out, but this time it's really not worth wasting the time. Maybe he spent a lot of time trying to do that, and the only way that we can test if the screen is working is if we install it, and then when we assemble it all together and it turns on and shows something on the display. On the other hand, if it's not working, then it's gonna be a bust. We have wasted a lot of time. But David is in for a challenge. Can he get it fixed or not? And just like the back cover, this front display is also held on by adhesives, which is not a good time. Not really looking forward to this part of the repair, but it's essential because this is how we remove the defective part and install a fresh new one. Pry it open slowly, then let the adhesives fall apart. Now it's done. We're gonna remove the old adhesives from the housing so we can put on some new liquid glue. Fortunately for David, he can just lift one part off and then a string of adhesives comes right off the housing. Clean off the surface, the work area, and then we can test fit the display. This is a replacement display, and the liquid glue. So this liquid glue can still be removed once you want to repair or disassemble your smartphone in the future. This is not your typical liquid glue that hardens. This is kind of more of a rubber consistency, so you can just heat it up and then lift off the display, and then you can perform another screen replacement in the future. It is also very strong for this type of application, and David is now gonna install the new display. Just slides right in, press it in, and we're almost done. So we're gonna deal with this daughter board problem at the bottom. We're just gonna reassemble the whole thing, route the antenna cables on the sides, connect the connectors, and of course make sure that the SIM card tray is aligned to the daughter board. So if you have any Xiaomi smartphones that need this kind of repair, just head on to Sydney CBD Repair Center. David is here to offer you a good deal on repair services. And if you're not able to go to Sydney yourself, you can also send in your defective device, whether it be Apple or Samsung or other brands. David is going to try to find the right parts for those smartphones, perform the repairs for you, and of course, once it's done, you can send it back through post. Then that's it. We have fixed a lot of smartphones from international customers. So we have one from the US and some from Asia and Europe. And now this one is going to live on as a healthy Xiaomi Mi 11 Pro smartphone, and that's David. That's the work area. Just a few testing, and then we're gonna be done. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you have any questions or requests for David, or you want any information on the address of the repair shop or the process and the rates that you have to pay for your own smartphone, don't hesitate to leave a comment or message us. Until next time, guys, take care of yourself. Cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Center. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.